Wow, wow, that was so natural. So, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how four different applets kind of fit together and talk to each other, so you guys can understand how command works a little bit more, a little bit better, right? So I'm going to show you how to make a landing page, a design, and how those two can fit into a campaign on Facebook and Instagram, and then how you can use referrals to kind of help you out with your targeting. So first, I'm in consumer. So I'm going to go into consumer and create a single property landing page. So it's a website for one listing. All right, so I'm going to create a new page in the upper right-hand corner, and I'm as a landing page. This is what I want to make, a landing page. So I'm going to create that page. And over here to the right-hand side, you're going to see a bunch of widgets. All right. And I'm going to drag some of these widgets over to start building it out. First, I'm going to use this branded header widget, which I'm going to click and drag. And then, as you can see, it brings in information about me. Then I'm going to want to use this listing widget. So I'm going to click and drag, but I'm not going to be advertising 300 Hilltop View in Austin, Texas. So I'm going to need to customize that in a little bit. Let's scroll down, because after this, I'm going to want to use a market snapshot. So I'm going to click the market snapshot widget, and I'm going to drag it and drop it underneath the listing. And then I'm going to want to have a lead form where someone can fill out their information. So I'm going to click and drag. Now you could do a lot of different things. You can add a video if you have one. You can add your bio. But right now, for example purposes, this is what I'm going to show you. So now I have to customize this. So I'm going to come down here on the lower right-hand side and click configure widgets. And I'm going to click listing. I want to choose the right listing. And then I want to browse listings from the KWLS, all the listings, new listings, pending listings, expired listings, sold listings, all of those listings you're going to find here. So I want to search for the listing by clicking this drop down by MLS number. You could do it by property address too, but MLS number is the most specific. And I'm just going to paste an MLS number that I copied from earlier. And let's just search. And it pops up. 54 Allen Drive is the listing I want to use. And when I select it, all of the photos get pulled from the MLS. And I get to choose the one that I want for the main photo. Okay, so I'm going to choose the front of the house. And let's just save and apply that. And instantly everything's been done for me. I don't have to upload anything. Here's the photo with the price and the address. It gives me some information about the property. We don't use square footage in New Jersey, so you're not going to see that. But if you do, you'll see that. Here is a description from the MLS. Here is a slideshow of all the listings from the MLS. You got details and you have a map. Okay. So now I want to throw in a market snapshot. Okay. And what I'm going to do here is back up, and I'm going to click new market snapshot. And I need to throw in the postal zip code for this town. So let me just grab it from the MLS, and I'm going to drop the postal code, and you just have to give that a minute. And then you can click from, you can click from the neighborhood drop downs. You're going to choose the neighborhood that it's in. So this one is in North Arlington Garden. And when I click that and I save and apply, what happens when I scroll down here? It has now populated North Arlington Garden, and it's not Austin, Texas anymore. So it shows you there's 7 active listings, 1 pending, 9 sold in the last 6 months, average sold price. So it gives you a lot of information about what's happening in this little corner of the world. Okay. And I've finished my page. If I wasn't explaining this to you, this would take me like less than like a minute to do. Okay. And you can see how it looks on a tablet, and you can also see how it looks on a smartphone. Okay, so let's name this 54 Allen Drive, North Arlington, and I'm going to publish the page. And now this has been saved. While this is being saved, I'm going to jump over here to design so I can create an image for it for my social media campaign for this property. So I'm going to click create design in the upper right hand side, and I'm going to use a social media graphic, and I'm going to want to click this little box that says import photos and text from a listing. So continue. The KWLS again pops up. I want to enter the MLS number. Let me just grab it again from my website. And I'm going to drop it right here. I'm going to paste it and select it. Okay, so now it's going to go into designs where I can choose the design I want to customize. And because I've entered the MLS number, I won't have to upload any photos or information. Everything will be there for me as I need it. All right, perfect. So I'm going to use a just listed template, and I'm going to use this one because for example purposes, it is the easiest one. So I'm going to click use. And what I want to do here is I need to swap out this photo because this is not the house. So click it until you see it surrounded by a blue box. Come over here to the left-hand side and type and click KWLS. And remember, I entered that MLS number. Well, everything gets pulled from KWLS. So all the photos on that property, and then I click listing details, all of the listing details get pulled. So like everything I could possibly want to add to a image, right? So let's choose the photo. So click the photo on the template and then swap out the photo from the left-hand side that I want to use. If I click it, I can move it around. So I think it looks better there. And then I want to switch out the street name. So down here in the bottom in this gray area, I want to click that and then go over here to listing details, then find the address and then click the little arrows and swap out the address. And it's been swapped out. Just make it a little smaller. There we go. Okay, I got the address in there. Now I want to swap out the logo, the DBA logo. So my market center logo. So I click it here on the image, come over here, swap it out. Maybe I'll bring this down so it looks better because it's in white. And maybe I want to add my team logo. So I'll click that and I'll make this a little bit smaller and I can bring this down here where it looks nice. Perfect. I just made an image in like under 2 minutes. All right. So let's give it a name. It's 54 Allen Drive, North Arlington, so I can locate it later. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to download it and give it the highest resolution possible. All right, perfect. Now we're going to jump into campaigns. All right. I'm going to show you how to use the two things I just created in your campaign, the image and the landing page. So we're going to click create a campaign, social ad. Let's just call it 54 Allen Drive, North Arlington, and we'll do Facebook. Oh, I got to connect my Facebook page. Give it 1 second. Sometimes it disconnects. And okay, now we're good. Let me, I have to refresh. Okay, so let's create the campaign, use social ad, and then attract buyers, Facebook, create campaign. Now, I'm not going to show you how to build an entire campaign. I'm just going to show you how to integrate these two things that we created together. So I'm going to scroll down to media. I'm going to click configure, and I'm going to select the media. I'm going to add images, and I'm going to browse the design library for the image that I just created. So it's going to bring me the photos. Here's the photo. It should pull this right in from designs. Sometimes I have to do it twice. Let's see if I have to do it twice. Might have to do this twice. Oh, no, I didn't have to do it twice. Perfect. So see, I downloaded the image, but I didn't have to use the downloaded version. I just downloaded it just in case it didn't save for some reason, but I was able to pull it from the design library because I saved it. All right. So I'm going to crop it, and it's going to be cropped in a square. Okay. And then we're going to save it. So see, we've pulled it in. It looks really nice. Then I'm going to click Facebook settings, and I want to select my Facebook page, and we can see it updates over here on the right to Nick Baldwin and Associates. And then you always want to use Facebook lead generation form so you can capture leads. Now we want to choose the website that they will be directed to when they click the learn more button. So what I'm going to do here is choose the landing page that I just created. So I'm going to click choose landing page and find the one that I just made. It was this one, 54 Allen Drive, North Arlington. We can click the arrow over here just to take a look at it, just to make sure it's the right one and to make sure that it looks the way we want it to look. And it does. So then I'll come back over here and I will choose it, and it just brings it right in. See right here, brings it right in. We don't have to copy, we don't have to paste, and we're good to go. Now, one of the things that agents do that can cause them to kind of not use Facebook at the best possible level is they don't really know where to target. So like, for example, this house in North Arlington, New Jersey, if I'm trying to get buyer leads for this house, I'm not going to advertise it in North Arlington, New Jersey, because that's not where my buyers are coming from. My buyers in North Arlington, New Jersey are coming from New York City. So I'm going to target New York City for my buyers. Now, how do you know? How do you find out where people might be coming from? Well, I'm going to jump into referrals. Okay. And I'm going to click on the map. And then I'm going to look at referral patterns. When you click the drop down, you want to click referral patterns. What area of Kentucky are you guys in?
Richmond.
Well, Richmond?
Yeah.
Did I spell that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is showing me referrals received. All right, that's what I want to know. 11%, which is a pretty good number. 11% of referrals that have been received from, that have been sent from Louisville have been sent to Richmond. So if you guys are creating Facebook ads for Richmond listings, you're going to want to target Louisville, because we can see that 11% of referrals that have been sent through Command year to date have been sent from Louisville to Richmond. Now, if we're going to do Louisville, that's probably a higher number. Let's see. No, it's a lower number actually, but it's interesting. Louisville, within Louisville, Jefferson, Indiana. Okay, so here's like another state. So 6% of referrals sent from Jefferson are sent to Louisville, 4% from Florence to Louisville, 3% from Lexington, 2% from Chicago. So what's cool is that, like, two things. You could now know that people are sending referrals from other areas of your state or other states to your location, and use that data as your targeting point. And you can go into a listing consultation and show a seller this, because if you showed a seller this, they're like, what are you going to do differently to get my home sold? Well, I'm glad you asked, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. Our records show that 11% of agents that have sent referrals have sent them from Louisville to Richmond. So I'm actually going to advertise your listing, not just locally. I'm going to advertise it in Louisville as well. That's what I'm going to do differently. So I'm not just a local advertising agent. I'm a national advertising agent. Oh my goodness. That's incredible. Yes, that's very different. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to target. I spelled that wrong. I forgot an S. There we go. I think, right? Yes. Okay. So this is going to help you guys figure out where your buyers are potentially coming from, because people are sending and receiving. They're sending referrals from Louisville to you guys. So it's pretty awesome. So what did we talk about? We went through how to create a landing page for a single property, how to create a design for that single property, how to use that design and landing page within campaigns, then how to use referrals to figure out where you might want to target your campaign based on where referrals are being sent and received. So I'm done.